of this evening and at the hours that must have taken to bring this place to get us ready for this time. First of all, I bring greetings, sincere greetings on behalf of our Prime Minister, Stephen Harper. And as you know, he made an official statement on June the 22nd. And I would like to share once again his words as he wanted me to do that with you this evening. On this day of remembrance, the 10th anniversary of the 18th of Tir, the reaction of the Iranian authorities to the demonstrations in Iran is wholly unacceptable. The regime has chosen to use brute force and intimidation in responding to peaceful opposition regarding legitimate and serious allegations of electoral fraud. Basic human rights, including freedom of assembly and freedom of expression, are being ignored. Demonstrations have been banned and demonstrators beaten. Injured protesters have been arrested when they arrive at hospitals for treatment. Journalists have been prevented from covering protests and subjected to arbitrary detention and arrest. Foreign press credentials have been revoked. Canada calls on the Iranian authorities to immediately cease the use of violence against their own people, to release all political prisoners and journalists, including Canadians, who have been unjustly detained, to allow Iranian and foreign media to report freely on these historic events, and to conduct a full and transparent investigation into allegations of fraud in the presidential election. The voices of all Iranians must be heard. I have directed the Minister of Foreign Affairs to ensure that Canada's views are conveyed to Iran's top representative in Canada. Canada continues to be a strong and consistent voice calling on the Iranian regime to fulfill all of its human rights obligations, both in law and in practice. For 6 consecutive years, Canada has led a revolution on the human rights situation in Iran at the United Nations General Assembly. Canada continues to support freedom, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law in Iran and around the world. And friends, I bring also sincere thoughts from our MP John Weston and MP Andrew Saxton, who had wanted to be here, but in representing them and our BC caucus and our government, I say to you on this day of remembrance that here we are on this perfect evening in our country that is free and democratic. And we only wish the same for your brothers and sisters and family in Iran. We wish all of this with our whole hearts. And I stand here today representing our government and our BC caucus to stand in solidarity with you. Thank you.